passionate.
Passionate, definitely.
American. American.
American.
He's American.
American.
American. Loud.
Hyper.
Yeah. He's funny and knowledgeable.
Very knowledgeable. Very supportive. He was here for us during the entire period before SIMUN, during SIMUN, and after SIMUN.
Zealous.
Enthusiastic. He knows everything about everything, basically.
Mr. Shum. Oh God.
Unconventional.
Chill.
Geek.
Geek. Chinese.
Awesome. Funny.
Highly skilled photographer.
Yeah. He's professional. He has all the equipment for the media, and he supervises very well. Mr. Shum is a very classy man. He has lots of equipment. He's as well very fun.
He's a nice guy.
Mr. Shum would be overzealous.
Very funny.
Entertaining.
Shem, open-minded.
Professional. Listening to Mr. Whiter speaking German.
When Mr. Whitehurst made up all these stories about every student.
It was a lot of fun. I mean, to start off with Mr. Waters, of course, he forgot his passport.
The funniest moment was probably when Mr. Whitehurst forgot his passport. Because it was funny.
Mr. Whitehurst forgetting his passport.
At the airport when Mr. Whitehurst forgot his passport.
When Mr. Whitehurst forgot his passport.
I think it was when Mr. Whitehurst forgot his passport.
Mr. Shum has great fashion and style. Toe shoes, you know, they're really classy.
When Mr. Shum took out his toed shoes, like the weird shoes with 5 fingers, it was really weird and really funny.
And his shoes were like completely messed up.
Yeah, he had toe shoes.
Yeah, toe shoes.
Yeah, I like his shoes. And Mr. Whitehurst was really briefing us every morning, every evening on the SIMUN speeches and everything.
And both of them were incredibly funny.
Well, I can't deny that they were quite good. Well, we all had a blast.
Well, I think they were really present for us. They really helped us. What other teachers didn't really do.
They were really there to advise us.
Yeah.
And to help us out when we didn't really know what we were supposed to do or what to say, and always very enthusiastic and lots of team spirit going on. It was fun. It was good.
They pretty much organized everything, and they gave us so much information about what we had to say.
I mean, they let us have fun. I mean,
Well, they knew what they were doing, so that pretty much helped.
Good pressure on us to arrive at the conference with some notes.
I think they improved the English accent of the students. So good.
Teachers made a year-long preparation. They made the SIMUN program very fun and interesting, and it motivated us to be the best allocation. Mr. Shum was in the press team, and he had all the equipment, all the iPads, all the cameras to do all of this.
They're just great teachers to hang out with, and there was nobody who could have done the job better than they did.
And thank you, Mrs. Brie, for organizing everything.
Thank you, Mrs. Brie.
and thank you, Mrs. Brie, for organizing this.
Thank you to Mrs. Brie who wasn't here, but yeah, who helped us also.
And we'd like to thank Mrs. Bouillet for organising the whole of SIMUN and making such an incredible experience possible.
Thanks a lot, Mrs. Brie. Great work. Great week in Singapore this year. So thank you to the SIMUN professor for supervising us during this.
Well, thank you to all the teachers for their great work, as also for Mrs. Brie for organizing everything, and see you next year.